this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Couldn't do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back to show our appreciation. Tune in daily, get your positive vibrations. Learn different words in your own native language. Learn being black ain't all about slavery. They put that in the school book, it's part of education. We need to rewrite it, need some better information. Like how we built the pyramids and formed our own nation. Visit different continents and then try to invade them. Way before Columbus, but that ain't none of these pages. It's all just rumors, just a bunch of speculation. But why I never admit every hero is Caucasian. Even white people starting to say this shit is racist. Like how they talking to blacks for this vaccination. This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back to show our appreciation. This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back to show our appreciation. Appreciate the views and appreciate the comments. Keeping it real, always giving you this content. Hoping that my people don't take nothing out of context. Giving you this knowledge, hoping that it change your mindset. Telling you you're beautiful like the dawn of the sunset. And letting them know black power is more than just a concept. MajorTv, you know we do this for the people. Changing the community and raising future leaders. This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Couldn't do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back just to show our appreciation. This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Couldn't do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back just to show our appreciation.
Positive vibration. Good day to you all. This is Major, and thank you for tuning in to MajorTv Let's Talk. Keep the hope and keep up the fight is what I want to talk with you all tonight. I know I haven't been doing any videos at all, live, hitting and missing, but just been busy. Been real busy. And you know how life can get a bit heavy. So for me, I just want to connect with the real ones, the day ones, or those who just support a real platform that's willing to take chances, that are willing to get on different levels and be unafraid to just talk about any and everything. Y'all know my channel is pretty discreet. I don't like to get off to the messy stuff, but I definitely like to talk about things that's going on in our community. But today I'm coming from more of a personal standpoint. So I want to thank everybody who's watching right now. If you're watching, please like and share live. Like and share live. I'm going to just get straight into the content and what I'm talking about. As soon as I acknowledge this brother came through, because if you won't come through, you're welcome to share your comment or two, or say what you want to say. Get some things off your mental. My people, JBATL, what's up, Major? Let's talk. What's up, people? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. This was just a pop-up live, man. So, I'm not expecting a whole lot of people to come through. But for me, man, I just want to say this. It's important, man. We just keep the hope alive. It's important that we believe, a better tomorrow. And look past what we think to be discouragements, setbacks, and stuff we know that's not working in our favor, especially when our own people, they say and do things that's highly questionable and really hurt what we're trying to do as a people. And for me, personally, I firsthand have experienced that doing this, but If anything, it just opened my eyes more about understanding that we're dealing with this plight on this goal, this quest for freedom, this quest for just self determination will require more than just conversation. It'll require more than some action. It's require the whole. I mean, it don't require everything. You know what I'm saying? And I really think it's important that we keep the conversation going, and we just do the work. And the reason why I say we should keep the conversation going because there's people that do need to hear a positive word, that do need to see the light and do need to understand the big picture. You know, there are some of us who know what's going on, have a big picture, have a understanding of the big picture, and a lot of us that don't. And we have to be patient enough to find time to talk to each other and enact in a positive way. Don't try to force feed nobody, nothing to make nobody see what you're trying to say. The proof is in the pudding. You look around every day, you see the struggle. You know, you see some of our people thriving. You see a lot of our people that's going through something. Then you see the fractions of division, but you also see the fractions of unity. But in all that, I see a lot of hope. You know, I see a lot of opportunity. I see a lot of opportunity for growth, and I see growth myself. But personally, I feel like on a personal level, when they do get to the point where things get heavy, get discouraging, you feel a weight of just the world on your shoulders when you're talking about dealing with such a big issue. When it comes down to speaking of our people and trying to help our people, what I found is the most important to me is to make sure spiritually you sound and mentally your sanity is balanced because there's so much. Uh, I'm gonna say this. There's so much negativity you can get from what you're doing, from your people, particularly because you know it's hard to really like sit down with a group and just speak about what we should do without somebody taking a position just to be taking a position. I just want to debate or just really feel like well this the way things should go. And for me, I found that to be like a big deal. And I found myself getting dragged into a lot of stuff that had nothing to do with me and what I wanted to do. And for me, what's important, just basically just understanding why I really started doing what I'm doing. And what's so beautiful about what I'm about to say is it's always been me. I've always had this big old heart, always gave, always helped. And that's something I know that no one can take from me. So for me doing what I'm doing with my platform, just who I am as a person. But when I have to take 2, 3 steps back, because don't get me wrong, my hand in so much of stuff and I've become so busy. But with me, I always have the people on my mind. So let me get out here and put some information out there. I just want to encourage people to just stay in the fight. Don't let nothing or no one discourage you. Even in your own walk, because you're gonna see things, you're gonna hear about things, you're gonna experience some things. They're gonna make you just want to just walk away from everything. But when it's in you to just be righteous and do for the community in a righteous way, nobody can take that from you. It is not to me. It's not even about views and subscribers, even though I get them every so often, right? It's really about if I can reach one person. Like I talked about this model, the popular model that I had just started talking about. Each one teach one. And for me, a lot of us we don't realize in the parable in the Bible when it's talking about a house built on cement as opposed to sand. That's so real because a lot of us are fractured because we're not as informed or we're not as prepared. And soon as that heat come, you see things happen and people don't know how to make the adjustments. Because when you're walking that righteous walk, when you're speaking the truth, when you're reaching back and recognizing the ancestors, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, and you're showing through your actions that you about the people, you have to expect the oppressor or the enemy that attack you, even your own people, because a lot of times, a lot of us are happen in our captivity, and joy is kept happen in a sense, where I'm making my family doing good, so I'm not worrying about nobody else. So we never want to work together. We never want to get it right. We always fighting and fussing. We find excuses to not really support and help each other. And I won't lie though. In doing this, I do realize you have to watch how deep you get involved with different groups and different people, because some people can take you way down there with them. And for me, sometimes you go in the abyss of just thinking one way, of just thinking, well, this the only way, and not really have it all together. Because building a home, if you're familiar with how you build a home, with as far as the foundation, carpentry, electricians and plumbers and all that come through, sheetrock people, how they're gonna be set aside in the bricks, you know what I'm saying, the roofing and all that. It's a process to build a house. Was a process of bringing people together with a sound message, and it don't have to be just one message to come together. It can be a message that come together, but with a host of things that people need, such as a working economy. You know what I'm saying? Such as land, such as um businesses, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, a structure, a political structure, and what have you. And so much comes with building a house in a community. Like, we don't realize, like, when we start this community, we have to literally have people in place. Like, there's a reason why there's a mayor, there's a governor, and what have you. And when our community got the same thing, because we have to find jobs, we have to find business to bring jobs in our community. When I say find business from our own people, we have to bring the banks in. We have to really function like a community. We talking about the community, making sure our water system is straight. You know what I'm saying? Our electrical, lighting or what have you. All you need to run a community. You know what I'm saying? It's easy just go and get land and tell them I'm gonna do this, that, and other. But if you don't have a real structure in how you're gonna do it, then you're just talking. You know what I'm saying? I admire cities that just start up or just starting, right? And I will see how the mayor be lobbying for different business and different things going on. And I know I'm on a larger scale, but we have so many great people in our community. They work within the system that we can give them to work with us. It'd be so different. Let me shout my brother out. Rashawn Urban, the building, salute, brother. Thank you for the super chat. What's up, brother Major? And room B1 first. Love, peace, bro. Real talk, man. Like, real talk. And that's the goal, man. Like, I don't hate nobody, but I love our people. And I just really feel like if we don't have a resounding and unified method to help our people, and we have it watered down with trying to include everybody, we haven't gotten our thing together, it can become a problem. Like it has become with the integration and what have you. And I just really feel like we had a point where there's some tough decisions we gotta make. And I always start with us as individuals, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not right, then everything you're trying to do can get cluttered with your personal. That's why I tell people, you have to make sure you're straight. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, even financially. Make sure you're straight. So you can help another sister and brother, And too many times we want to help everybody and don't have our stuff together, and we either get discouraged and give up. Because when you're trying to do something right, what is good, evil is present. So every time you take 3, 4, 5 steps, as a possibility you might lose 6, 7, 8 steps. You ain't go backwards. But if you plan properly, you know how to make the adjustments, you understand the backlash gonna come in and what have you. I think the downside and the possible obstacles that may come your way or our way, we can deal with it better. That's why for me, I have to, stay grounded and focused, because I can see how easy it is for anyone a desire to do something great for our people, especially for our people, to get caught up into a lot of nonsense. And for me, that's what I really been focusing on. I really been focusing on just concentrating on staying focused, and then having a real word, then having a real message, um, having people around me that's really, really sincere about doing something. And I won't lie, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's very, very hard trying to find people like that because I have people in my circle I really believe that's about the people. But I have a lot of people that's just behind the scenes want to debate, want to compete, um, send out mixed messages and what have you. And for me, I'm like, I'm not with that. I'm a straightforward person. I'm a person that enjoys just getting the job done, doing the work. And for me, I feel like my message tonight about keep the fight, excuse me, keep the hope and keep the fight is just simple. Like just knowing that what you see, the fractions of prosperity, the fractions of unity, the fractions of even division, um, the self hate and the drama, I still see progress in the sense of whereas there are those of us out here that's just doing the work. There are those of out here that's really trying to make a difference. And then you have a lot of them that's just confused. That's acting, fighting with themselves and trying to understand what's going on around them. And even if some may know, it's different when you have to apply it too. And sometimes apply means giving up things that we know is not healthy for us. And for those who don't know at all, I mean, that's the greater challenge because for the older ones, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really reach them. But there are those who come around. But the younger one, we definitely have to be concerned with where they at mentally, and spiritually. And unfortunately, I did a video about we left our people at the mercy of the oppressor, hands of the mercy of the oppressor because we ran out of answers. You know what I'm saying? We ran out of solutions and stuff like that. It was more talk than action. And for those who did something, it didn't last long. And then for the internal conflict take place and what have you. And when you have nobody that's willing to just put aside the difference and sit, I can say nobody. When you have people that's not putting aside the difference and sit down and talk, that's a problem. And I had a chance the first hand when I first started my channel, the first hand to see how the people was just gravitated to wanting something to happen, right? But I seen where the ball would drop because they was putting faith just in one person or one group as opposed to looking at the fact that as a group collectively we can do a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I always felt there was never one person or or one group can just deal with the massive problems we got. We should have branches in different groups that all interrelates to the objective of helping people. When you have people that's taking positions and this the only way, it's gonna cause confusion. You naturally people automatically, feel like, well, hey, this, that, nothing, what have you, and go to attacking each other. And when I see it, I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And the funny part about it, there was no, there was no, there was no middleman, no one that, like cease the drama and get focused on what's going on. But this has been heavy for me, real heavy for me. But I can't see me giving up. I can't see me saying that I had enough because I realized that every day we losing sisters and brothers, to drugs, to violence, to prisons, to the system, in reference to believing that the system is the way out. Um, so I'm just really just reflecting on what I can do and how I can do it better, the things I'm already doing, how I introduce to other people and what have you, as well as working with people that have something going on and what have you. And I met a brother out here. We supposed to be doing some stuff in Atlanta, but I'm just past the talking. So sometimes when you don't see me doing videos, I feel like I'm really talking and not doing as much, which I know I am doing some, but I just feel like you go to run behind the views, the subscribe, or you want to get that YouTube check. I mean, I'm not sweating that, and I make my own money. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's like even though I know there's opportunity in this, this is not like my everything in reference. I feel like we got to do. I really feel like as a whole, we just got to be about helping the people. We have to definitely do that conflict of interest when we're doing these social media platforms that we don't get caught up on into like running behind the money and just dropping a whole lot of content and not organizing it. Because I'm trying to, be organizing what I do. I want it to happen, man. I want my blessings to happen. I ain't gonna run behind nothing. When you run behind sometimes it seems like you're selling your soul. Sometimes it seems like you're overdoing it. Because there's so much I can just talk about in reference to what's going on, but what kind of help it brings. So I kind of have, touched a little bit of everything with this platform, but I'm really just trying to stay grounded on making sure that I have a united message of bringing people together to come together for networking and building a better tomorrow for our people. And if we're not doing that, in my own honest opinion, we're gonna be doing what we always do. We have a good conversation, have a good speech, and that be it. But just wanted to holler. You know, I wasn't trying to be on here too long. I know y'all haven't been seeing my face. I've been in the lab, just been in the lab, just been trying to do my thing, just make all kind of moves to make it better for me and my family, and of course, how I can contribute back in the community. I've been definitely networking with some beautiful sisters and brothers and what have you. It's a process of really getting to that level where we really can just expand. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, we're just talking about keep the hope and keep up the fight. I know a lot of us have got discouraged. I know a lot of us don't like what we're seeing, especially those who say they're about the people. That's clearly is being decisive with each other, clearly not working together. Y'all not work across all hours. I done got with everybody, what I'm saying, that I can reach and try to work with, and everything always went well and it's cool. There's no beef on my end with nobody. But for me, it's like I'm just trying to, when all this smoke, I just want to be standing there with those who are really sincere. Because this movement, I don't like these word movement no more. What we got going on in our community, it raised a lot of questions. It raised a lot of questions about those who say they about the people and those just talking and what have you. Even by myself, sometimes people might question certain things that have on me and what have you. But I move with discernment for the most part, and I try to see certain things and not put myself in positions because I've seen where I've been used. I've seen where people have lied to me in my face. I've never called them out, never just, like put nobody on blast. I've seen people play games. And I noticed that this Leslie movement or the cause of struggle is sometimes I don't know, a show. It's something cool. It's I'm down with the people and I'm down with the cause. So I don't know, that's not me. I don't think it's cool to be struggling at all, you know what I'm saying? I think it's beautiful, love on each other and be down with each other. But as far as the egos, the narcissism, the hot heads, the big heads, I'm not with that. I got my own energy I have to deal with in my personality. But I've really just been just keeping the faith, man, and keeping the fight up. And I'm just encouraging everybody to listen from Tournament verse. Keep the fight, man. Don't become discouraged. Don't pull away. Just find a place to come for you that you feel good about yourself first as a man or woman. That's a representative of your household. And your family, and what you can later do in the community, because you have to get you together first. You have to get you together. All this stuff be sounding good, but if you're not together, you're not gonna be ready for what's gonna happen. And I'm just being real, like what I'm saying. If you can see people that been in a while that's talking about the people, and soon as something thrown at them, they get thrown off, or they go through on the transformations. Imagine somebody that's not really as prepared. So I definitely advise everybody, man. There's so much in the last, I don't know, 18 months or 2 years that have been exposed to me and everybody. Like, this is really not no game. It's easy to make a video. It's easy to say what have you, and do what have you. But when there's a consequence that can be detrimental or harmful, you'll see people change. You see people whole tone and reaction change. That's why I always say, like, you can say and do whatever, but you're not ready for the consequence. You know what I'm saying? You're not ready for, that's why I try to use tact, because it's easy for me to just say whatever and go do whatever. But there can be a consequence. And I learned young, I guess, because I call the system young, realized I'm not the baddest man in the room all the time, man. Sometimes I need to just shut up and just pay attention and learn as I go. And I feel like that do a lot for all of us that's really trying to just get the job done. Because I don't care who lead, I don't care um who speak. I'm not even really even as concerned about where we go. As long as we get the job done, as long as we go at least preparing and getting organized and just do what we gotta do. I said I'm middle aged now, so I don't expect to be here long. I would love to live another 40, 50 years. I'm looking move around, I'm healthy, but I'm thinking about future generations. I'm thinking about my grandkids, their kids, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and what we've been going through. Because I don't see we may even benefit. I don't see what we're gonna even see the benefit of what we're doing. Our kids, grandkids, the future generation might see it, but we want to be that sacrificial lamb. That's how I see it. So I feel like there's gonna be collateral damage. There's gonna be casualties of war. There's gonna be things that gonna happen that they're gonna be supportive of what's going on. When I do believe that, we have to understand that everybody not on board. So we're gonna probably be a few good men, few good women that really just be like all out, whatever. Let's get it done. But majority gonna be watching, and that's cool because it don't take a whole lot for change. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a resounding message of unity, of empowerment, of freedom, of justice, um, to take back what was taken from us. You have people from, I mean, because I won't lie to, if it's probably some of the people you think that don't know what's going on. You have a conversation, they know, and a lot of them be really like just waiting on the call. Like I told people, this was an average Joe that was working. What I was fully aware, I was waiting on the call, and I was telling my fam how bad I want. And this was like 6, 7 years ago. Like I want to do more than what I was doing, because I was doing it on a very, very small scale. And that's I want to be able to like really reach out and thank the Most High for this platform. I've been able to meet a lot of people and get certain messages across, and then learn from you all. So it's been a blessing. It's just a blessing that I can't even describe. So for me, um, Doing this live is special because I don't know when the next time I'm doing live. I'm lying. I think this said every interview, but I just been so like focused on making moves. And like I said, I don't just want to do videos to be doing videos and just to be talking. But tonight I want people to realize that despite whatever you're going through, whatever you see, whatever you feel, whatever you think about what's going on, with our people, to be encouraged, to not lose hope, keep the fight. And they're gonna start with you and me. Let's put in the work. We just doing the work. We doing what we can do. And when I say do the work, I'm specifically talking about you, yourself, and I mean you, myself, and I'm talking about you getting yourself together. Because, the main thing is your family, just making sure you're directing them and helping them and doing your part. And then the community. Because sometimes we get off in that community stuff, we give us some of these wrong groups, and then we really get discouraged because so many people are very one-sided, you know what I'm saying? Follow the person and not the message, and not really see true progress. And that's that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for true progress. I'm not looking for a one-hit wonder or somebody that sounds good or what have you, or talk good. I'm looking for progress, That's what I'm looking for. And I'm starting to connect with a little bit of everybody and learn a lot of inside stuff, a lot of stuff that I'm just shaking my head to, and just wearing a title don't mean nothing if you're not putting the work in, if you half-assing, and I feel like I'm not trying to do that. But at the same time, I'm not trying to put myself out there neither. But like I'm doing a whole lot. I'm doing what the Most High is giving me that I can handle, and I'm gradually multiplying in my networking and things I'm trying to do, because I have a long-term goal with this. It's not no short-term. Like I realize when I'm embarking on, what we embarking on as a people, it's big, Only thing we can do is just keep the Most High first and stay positive and keep doing the work. And I can't say it enough. But again, thank everybody. I see y'all coming through. Thank you, JB, for coming through. Rashawn, Isaac, Gary. Thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Just want to holler, man. Just want to holler and let my family know that I'm still in the building. Ain't nothing changed. I'm just in that grind mindset. I'm in that grind mindset. That's it. But with that saying, again, I give all praise to the Most High. I hope y'all been well out there. I've been doing all right. Been making. And y'all just be smart, be safe, and just be you. Peace.
TV, and this is
Let's talk. Yeah. Doing it from the heart, that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. The days Dr. King, remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity. Yeah, strength in numbers, we need to talk among us. We need to show more love and be more supportive. Product of my environment, something wrong with the soil. Soldier with no platoon, cause every day it's a war. Doing it from the heart, that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. The days Dr. King, remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity. Doing it from the heart, that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. The days Dr. King, remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity. Let's talk. I ain't saying that it gotta happen overnight, but we gotta make a change to preserve life, serve a greater purpose, and start with you and I. Gotta plant the seeds of hope deep in your mind, and let it grow to something you never thought it would, and give back all the blessings to the neighborhood, just the way you should, the only way to do it. This is MajorTv Music, Black Media. Doing it from the heart, that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. The days of Dr. King, remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity. Doing it from the heart, that's the only way of doing it. Giving them food for thought, cause these Jews are real jewelry. Remember, we used to march for peace. The days of Dr. King, remember, we would walk the streets showing our unity.
The Negro is still languished in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. So we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.